Hey guys, Magnus Robert here, bringing you another video, and today we're going to be doing another one of my top 10 insert whatever characters I want in the Simpsons tapped out. So you guys voted for this in the Discord, and that was wise guys. So today we're going to be doing the top 10 wise guys I want in the Simpsons tapped out. Now, I'm going to restrict this to strictly members of the Springfield Mafia, mainly because, like, if we go a bit too broad and we just say, well, wise guys means anyone in any type of organized crime, I don't think it's, like, as well, you know, it doesn't pinpoint it well enough. I feel like the wise guys category should just specifically be for Springfield Mafia, as well as, like, I'm happy enough with, like, the Calabrese guys going in there maybe, but I feel like they're in their separate category anyway, so I feel like we should just save it only for the actual official Springfield Mafia members. But we obviously got a lot of them in the game. All the prominent members we already do have, but there definitely are some more that they can give us, so that's what this video is. Now, I want to preface this by saying a few of them are from this board, and I feel like this board was pretty awesome to see. So obviously, there's a bunch of different ones on this board, and they appeared, but they've never actually appeared in the show. So some of these, like, on the top 10 list are based on this picture. However, I don't know, they've done it before. We've got, like, obviously the Beefy Bishop. I will complain about it, but I think there's a way that they can justify it. If they have, like, a Mafia update, an entire Mafia update, and we get some of these dudes on the board, and, you know, they give them good quest lines, good animations, things like that, I feel like I'd be cool with it. I won't be like, I'm not going to lie, like, I would prefer, you know, actual characters that made proper appearances, but it could be cool to get some of these dudes for sure, just because some of them I kind of want to learn more about. And so, let's get into it with number 10, and that is Tommy the Face Shooter. I feel like this guy could be pretty interesting, so all we can go off is the board where he made an appearance, and here you see him here, and he's obviously handing this woman here some money. But his name is Tommy the Face Shooter, so maybe he shoots people's faces. I don't know. They could do something interesting with this one. I feel like this is the least interesting one out of them all, so that's why he's only number 10. But still, I wanted to put him on the list, so that's number 10, Tommy the Face Shooter. Number 9 is Jimmy the Axe. This guy looks pretty awesome. He looks very conspicuous looking. I really like the look of this dude. So, I wonder why he's called the Axe. Again, these are questions that need to be answered. Maybe Tapped Out can answer these questions. Why is he Jimmy the Axe? Is he unpredictable? Does he chop people in two? Does he use an axe as a weapon? Who knows? Don't worry, we'll get to the proper entries soon. Number 8 is Lefty and Righty. Yeah, this is a funny little meme character. This would be a cool 2-in-1. So obviously this guy's missing his... this guy's missing his right arm, and this guy's missing his left arm. And so you switch that around, you get Lefty and Righty. Again, be cool to learn more, to learn some more about these guys. And then number 7, I've got the Hat, because that is that's a cool name. He's just called the Hat. So I definitely want to learn more about that. What makes his hat unique? Okay, so we've got through some of the meme entries. I definitely had to include some of these. I was tempted to just broaden what wise guys means, but I thought it'd be funny just to go through with some of these, because I do think they could make these into characters. And you know what? As much as I complain about the Beefy Bishop, I'll say it now, if they do this, maybe it's just because I didn't like the wrestler update, but if they added these guys, I wouldn't be too bothered. But let's get into the proper entries with number 6. The first one is Kenny the Problem. So I think he's probably the least interesting out of the one episode appearance Mafia members, but he appeared in the Pennywise guys episode, and he was just one of the Mafia goons that was there. Didn't really do much. He's not particularly interesting enough, but I feel like I couldn't put him below literal pictures, so I included him here as number 6. I want to know what his problem is. Why is he a problem? Why is he called Kenny? Those are things that we all need answered, but he doesn't. Like I said, he doesn't do too much. We got Joey the Arsonist as number 5. Again, he only makes one appearance in Pennywise guys. One of his only real proper scene is when he shoots Dan's little chart that he makes. And he's called Joey the Arsonist for some reason. I wonder why. He probably burns places. So, yeah, could be cool to have Joey the Arsonist. They could explain some of the backstory behind some of these names, like I said. And, yeah, that could be interesting. So, that's number 5, Joey the Arsonist. Number 4. Number 4 is a special one on the list, and that's The Godfather. So, originally, before we got Don Vittorio DiMacchio, we had The Godfather. Now, this character is voiced by Phil Hartman, I believe. I think Phil Hartman voices him for pretty much all of his appearances, bar one appearance, where I think he's voiced by someone else. But he's just this random, like, Godfather-looking dude who drives around Springfield. And he initially got replaced with Fat Tony, basically. Like, they added, Fat Tony, and so you could kind of see that you could kind of imagine this character as like almost like a prototype version of Fat Tony. But I believe he made another appearance after Fat Tony was introduced. So I think then the theory was that this dude was in charge of the mafia. So this was the Godfather, and Fat Tony was like his underling. But then they added Don Vittorio DiMacchio, whatever his name is, the actual the actual like head don of the mafia. So this guy just doesn't fit in at all now. But considering he's a mafia member, I think he pretty much just is like a prototype of Fat Tony / Don Vittorio, Like, I feel like he's just a prototype of those characters. So for that reason, I still feel like I can classify him and put him on this list. But, yeah, like I said, he doesn't appear anymore. I still think it would be really cool to get him, but there's obviously the issue of it being a Phil Hartman character, so although it's definitely one high on my list, it's also a very unlikely one as well. But it could be cool regardless to get him if we did. Yeah, I would welcome it. Anyway, now we're on to the top 3. So, number 3 is Dan Gillick. So, despite him not being like a really, really interesting character, if I sort of, I'm going to be truthful and say which character do I want the most out of all the Mafia members, Dan Gillick, I feel like I have to put in number 3. Now, of course, he appears in the Pennywise Guy episode. He is the accountant for the Mafia, and temporarily he gets given the Mafia's donship, like, so he becomes the don of the Mafia for a bit. And, yeah, that was pretty much all that happened, really, and he went a bit crazy with power. Yeah, like I said, he's not, like, the most interesting of characters, but I kind of mainly want him because, A, I think he could lead a pretty good mini-event, or maybe even a major event, and B, he's obviously, like, the most prominent Mafia member out of all the ones yet to be added. He's definitely the most prominent one, so because he added an entire episode basically based around him. So, that's number 3, Dan Gillick. Number 2 is Jimmy the Snitch. So, Jimmy the Snitch only made one appearance where he was in the back of this car, and I think that they made a joke, and obviously they opened the boot, and there was Jimmy the Snitch. So obviously he snitched, and I think he gets like I think they like put the car underwater. So the only issue is I feel like Jimmy the Snitch basically just got replaced with Frankie the Squealer because they are basically the same character. They're two characters, their characterization is they, talk to the police or talk to the cops. So Frankie the Squealer kind of took his position, and in Tapped Out in the original quest line, Frankie the Squealer, I think that you have to place the Mafia car, and then I think they basically say that Frankie the Squealer is in the boot of the car, right? So they basically already made this joke, but with Frankie the Squealer. So they could have Jimmy the Snitch as well. And the good thing about Jimmy the Snitch, and the reason why I put him above Dan Gillick, is as well as appearing in that one appearance, he also appears on this board right here. So technically he makes 2 appearances. Obviously one of them is on a board, but regardless, he does make 2 appearances. So that is number 2, Jimmy the Snitch. And now we have number 1. I'll do the drum roll, but you just saw it. Okay. Obviously, number 1 is Joey. / I think the Scar is also Joey. Like, so this is on the board, but like, if you look, same like head shape, like same like kind of weird head shape and big ears. They're both smoking, and they both have like, obviously Joey like drink. I think he's like a barman. He makes like drinks and stuff. but in this he's like drinking a drink. So I'm pretty sure this is meant to be Joey. And maybe his nickname is The Scar, so that could work. Oh yeah, and he's got the scar as well. I mean, that's another big thing. He's got the scar here is smaller and it's much more bigger here, and obviously it's on the other side of his face, right? I don't know. Maybe there's another scar on this side. Oh, damn, I probably should have got a better picture of Joey. Yeah, that is a scar, right? That's not like his cheek. I think so. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure the scar is Joey. So, yeah. Joey's actually made a lot of appearances. A lot of them are in the earlier Simpsons episodes. The only biggest issue with Joey is he's voiced by Phil Hartman, apart from in one episode he's voiced by, I think, Dan Castellaneta. So that's the only issue with adding Joey. But I don't know, he's not like a Phil Hartman character, you know, like he's not like a Troy McClure or a Lionel Hutz or even a Lyle Lanley. He's like one of those background characters that Phil Hartman kind of stepped up and, you know, voiced. It wasn't like defined by Phil Hartman, so I kind of think they can bend the rules a little bit and make an exception for these types of characters. And another thing is Phil Hartman did voice God, so yeah. But that's my number one, Joey / The Scar. I'm like 99% sure this is the same character, so yeah. So thanks for watching. That is my top 10 wise guys I want in the game. Make sure to head over to the Discord and vote for which episode you want to see next. There's going to be 3 options. One of them is just blanket animals that I want in the game. The other is top 5 Mackleberries, the family that I want in the game. And the other new top 10 I'm going to do is... what should I do? I've done the school. I've done wise guys. I did police. I did legal eagles. I'm trying to think what else I could do. That's a tricky one. Oh, perfect. Top 10 nuclear power plant members, or, you know, top 10, like, yeah, the Springfield nuclear power workers. Yeah, I'll do that. So, anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.